And meanwhile, in India, Kashmiri separatist leader Syed Shah Gilani says funeral prayers should be held for Osama. He says he's a martyr. So is this political correctness gone crazy? Have we forgotten the thousands of people Osama was responsible for killing? Or does this raise fundamental questions about us as human beings? Joining me on that debate tonight, former Army Chief General V.P. Malik joins me from Chandigarh. Also, Soli Sorabji, former Attorney General of India. I'm also joined by Dr. Wael S. Hassan Awad, South Asia Bureau Chief of Al Arabiya. And joining me from London is Sam Zarifi, Director of the Asia Pacific region for Amnesty International. General Malik, if I can go across to you first, as a man in uniform, as somebody who's dealt with issues like this daily and taken tough decisions when you're Army Chief, do you feel that human rights activists are losing perspective when they raise questions on whether Osama should not have been killed because he was unarmed, whether he should have been given a chance to surrender?
Sonia, in this particular case, I believe so. Look, I have dealt with counter-terrorism operations in Northeast as well as in J&K. Now, there is a requirement for us to follow human rights, to make sure that human rights are followed so that we do not alienate the public and we do not harass the innocent people. After all, they are our own people. But as you said, here was a person who has cold-bloodedly, deliberately ensured death of thousands of people, over 3,000 in New York and so many thousands of people elsewhere.
Right.
And I don't think anybody wanted to see him alive. And the other aspect is that in this particular operation which has been conducted, although later on people found that he was unarmed, but at night when you are carrying out an operation like this, obviously you cannot take a chance and you will hit a person even if there is slight doubt about that person wanting to retaliate. So I don't buy this argument of the human rightists in this particular case.
Well, let me go across to someone who's listening intently. Let me go across to London to Mr. Sam Zarifi. And I know that Amnesty International has often released reports questioning the Indian Army's record in Jammu and Kashmir as well, which most people in the government and within the Army in Jammu and Kashmir have always ignored. Mr. Zarifi, why do you think it's so important for you to keep raising these issues when you know that governments around the world routinely ignore it? And America, in this case especially, has made it clear that as far as they're concerned, there's no question of having reviewed or thinking that or inquiring into whether Osama being killed was a wrong decision.
Thank you, Sonia. We raise these questions precisely because governments around the world routinely ignore it. I should point out that we have absolutely condemned acts of terrorism. We view these acts absolutely as standing against the basic principles of human rights. And what we've wanted all along is to see the perpetrators brought to justice, put on trial, and convicted. Where there's a problem is where we treat those people as if they don't have human rights. And of course, everyone has human rights, including somebody who, like Osama bin Laden, has taken credit or taken the blame for killing thousands of people. In his case, I wish, Amnesty International wishes that he had been taken alive and put on trial so the whole world could have listened and seen him being properly convicted. As is, right now, we still don't know if this was in compliance with international law or not. We've asked the U.S. government as well as the Pakistani government to provide us some information, including from the Pakistani government, how it is Osama bin Laden apparently seems to have been living in Pakistan
Mr. Zarifi, I mean, I'm sure that General V.P. Malik and so many military men have said this before. It's easy for us to ask the conditions and whether he was asked to surrender when we are sitting in television studios or in offices. When a person is out in combat, when it's a split-second decision, whether it's a matter of his life or Osama's life, isn't it at that point his right to pull the trigger?
I think that's exactly the right question, and that's international law is actually very well equipped to deal with exactly those types of questions. Like I said, it's clear we are asking for information that the U.S. government should be able to provide. They apparently videotaped the whole thing just to see what happened. But we don't know exactly if this was legal or not. It is a missed opportunity to have placed the man on trial, but that's very separate from the legality of what the U.S. government did.
Let me bring in Soli Sorabji, not just former Attorney General of India, but of course somebody who has wide experience of international law and at the International Court of The Hague. Mr. Sorabji, President Obama's words, justice has been done. Amnesty International, the head of the UN Human Rights Organization, the Archbishop of Canterbury, different voices today raising the issue of whether justice has been done. Yes, Osama bin Laden has been killed. Yes, a majority of the world may think this is the right thing to do, but was this legal?
Well, Sonia, it all depends. Why was he killed? Under what circumstances?
Yes.
Did he offer resistance? Was there any chance of his killing his captors? Otherwise, I don't think that even the worst terrorists, the one who has taken credit for mass murders, can be just shot in the head without a warrant of the court or without a decree of the court. We all hate him. He was a despicable character. He has definitely, I mean, people all over the world, in various countries, even in Muslim countries, have been responsible, his ideology has been responsible for the death of others. But there are certain principles we have to follow. Suppose it wasn't Osama, but someone else. Would you be justified in just going and killing him? Unless I say, and I don't know about it, that he offered resistance and there was a real chance of his fleeing away. Maybe those exceptions, circumstances you may, but that also I'm very doubtful.
I think the point...
A terrorist also has certain basic rights.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.